Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. And if you're watching this on Monday, that means I've already had a wonderful time at Legions Con and I'm coming back home with a whole bunch of goodies. But I couldn't leave you guys alone on Monday without some Four Horsemen goodness. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Four Horsemen's Cosmic Legions Vorgga. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. All right, here we are taking a closer look at the Cosmic Legion's Vorgga figure, and she is somebody that I am really excited to get opened up and play around with, because I love like very big, like thick, strong, like female characters that have lots of armor and lots of heavy machinery and guns and stuff. So she is a an archetype of character that I absolutely love. You can see some stuff going on down there in the bottom. That's probably like her big weapon. Here on the side, you can see her extra head and her ammo belt. There is the write-up for her Valkatar Book 1, if you want to pause it and give it a read right there. And then on this side, we have Vorgga's little write-up about her and why she's here in the Grave Ring. On Havalkatar herself. And then you've got that cross cell on the back. And of course, we've looked at Zirian Spire. And on Friday, we took a look at Oleg Thygar, the Havalkatar version. So without further ado, let's get this awesome soldier opened up and take a closer look. Okay, just like the other Cosmic Legions figures, she does come with these little posts. And we know that that's for affixing her weaponry to her gear and her belt and all kinds of really cool stuff like that. Vorgga does come out of the package. She comes with two sets of hands. She has some gripping hands with horizontal hinges on the figure out of the box. And then she does come with two gripping hands with vertical hinges. So that's a nice compliment. But we're going to talk about hands a little bit later on, because there's another set that's out that actually gives Vorgga some more hand options. She does come with this really long, very thick, but also very pliable, soft ammo belt, and this is for her weaponry that we're going to take a look at in just a second. She does come with two shoulder pauldrons, which is very nice, and these are gorgeous. I love this blue color, and I love how that they've got this really nice, like, dirty wash on them. And I just think this looks great. You've got this bronze colored rivet right here, these vents, and like this dirty, scuffed up, and there's yellowish brown color, but there's even some like silver dry brushing. It just looks great. I love my shoulder pauldrons. You guys know how much these things actually changes the look of a Mythic Legions or a Cosmic Legions figure. Now, here's the exact same gun that we took a look at on Friday with Oleg Thygar. Here's his version. You can see it's the exact same sculpt. This is just a completely different paint job. This is a brighter orange. This is a more rusted red. The tube on the back is painted red right here where it's not there. It doesn't have that vent cover that we talked about, and the end is different. They have this double barrel machine gun, which can pop off here, and this is where the belt is going to feed in. But I just love the paintwork, the weathering, the distressing on this gun. It just looks great. And like I said on Friday, I can't wait to see how they adapt this in the future for other uses. As far as the gun belt goes, the ends are keyed. This one does have a little angle on the end, whereas the other end does not, and that's going to plug in nice and securely right there, which is really cool. And then this part's going to go in her backpack. The only other accessory that Vorgga comes with is this additional head sculpt, which is awesome. I'm glad that they didn't make this breather mask a separate piece that clipped on like they did with Zirian Spire. I think that is a great addition here. I think that's a really good way of doing this. It's got some padding on the back. Her hair's up in a bun. And that looks great. I love this mask. This may be the way Vorgga is displayed on my shelf. You've got some little loose bits here where her ears should be. They come off. That looks really neat. And I love the color palette here. The blues, the yellows, that burnt yellow, the orange, the rust orange. It looks great. This is like some very like Nevada, like like deserty color palette, and I really, really dig it. It looks really good. Taking a closer look at Vorgga herself, man, she is just, oh my gosh, she is fantastic. She looks so good. I love this character design. I love the design work on the head and like how the ears flare out if they are indeed her ears. She does have this backpack on her back. Look at this beautiful paintwork on the arm with the gradient going from like this orange to yellow color. We have this nice tattoo, which is fantastic, of some sort of creature that looks very wolf-like. I love the this little part that goes around her neck, which I'm assuming is probably removable. These straps and how they're painted with the black and the silver look great. You got some more of that distressing yellow color on her upper torso armor. This belt is absolutely incredible. Oh man, she just, look at this belt, all the pouches and all the gear that goes all the way around it. Let's go ahead and pop this backpack off for a second. Look at that large pouch there in the back. Looks really great. Some more of that dry brushing and airbrushing on her rear plating armor. These are like car fenders, but they're so big, but they're really cool. I dig the way they look. Have some nice bronze work on the gauntlets, which I think is great. Looks really good. I love these boots too. I'm sure these are the same kind of boots we saw with the Olek. They are, but just different feet and some more of that grunge on there. And you've got those padded upper thighs, which look really cool as well. Let's go ahead and pop the backpack back on so we can look at that. And some nice artwork here, artwork, some nice painting and sculpting on this thing. You've got some ports on the side for holding other weaponry, which I think is really cool if you want to deck her out with that. And then here is where the other part of that ammo belt feeds in, which is really cool. But let's pop this off real quick because I want to look and see like what these shoulder pauldrons do for the character. Okay, so I've got the pauldrons on. They are still on pretty precariously. They're not plugged in all the way because I think I'm going to need to like heat them up either with a heat gun or some hot water to really get them to plug in. But you can see that you can rotate them down. This one wants to poke out, but that's only because I don't have it plugged in all the way. Yeah, she does look really good. And of course you can because there's enough room here on the backpack. You can see this little cutout right here to where you can put that on with the backpack and have the pauldrons on as well. Now that I've got all this on here, I do want to see what she looks like without this neck piece. So I wonder if this is, yeah, it is removable just like anything in Mythics. You just have to get the neck peg off, and then you can remove this piece here, and you can see that it's just how it connects right there. This just plugs in like we do with Mythics. So I was thinking that may change the figure a little bit, taking that off, but I don't think so. I think it looks, of course, really good with it on. Of course it does. It's how it was designed. But let's take a look at the other head popped on. And man, I really, really dig that head sculpt. That is fantastic. You can see this pauldron's already popped off. So let's go ahead and just take these guys off. I don't want to fight with them for the rest of this review. And man, that just looks incredible. It looks so good. I think this is one of the few figures that I may actually display without pauldrons, or maybe one. I may put one on this side here and then leave this arm exposed because I really like seeing that tattoo there. I think that's really cool. And yeah, I really dig this head sculpt. I really think that's awesome. And that's probably how she's going to go on my shelf. It just makes her look a little more menacing. I like how it kind of connects with her neck armor here and her chest armor. I just think that looks pretty fantastic. Now, I said we were going to talk about the hands, and we are, because there is this Cosmic Legion's Heroes Hands Pack, and we did take a look at this in the Zirian Spire review, but I did want to show this off because these are all Ziri's hands. These are all for Zirian Spire, and then all of these hands, all of these are for Vorgga. You've got some punching hands with horizontal um, uh, hinges. You've got gripping hands with horizontal hinges, gesturing hands with horizontal hinges. You've got gripping hands with vertical hinges, gun gripping hands with horizontal, gun gripping hands with vertical, and then open and splayed hands with horizontal. So, with the two sets that come with her, out of the package, you get that's four hands there, and then you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 more hands if you pick up this hands pack. And there are a few hands in here that are just absolutely fantastic that I kind of wish had come. Like maybe if these hands right here had come with the figure in the box, I may not have purchased this, but I did pick this up to go with Vorgga and Ziri. So yeah, that's really cool. So if you want to pick this up, you can as well. So let's get Vorgga here standing upright with some other Cosmic Legions figures and Mythic Legions and see how she stacks up height-wise. All right, so for some Cosmic Legions, here she is next to Ziri and Spire. She's a little bit taller than Ziri is. And then here she is next to Oleg Thygar. So you've got that height difference going down. Oleg being the tallest, Vorgga in the middle, and then Ziri off to the side being a little shorter. Ziri is just such a great figure. I love that figure. And if you want to see how she mixes in with Legions, here we have our good old friend Bill Bones Broken Shield. And then here we have a little Bog Goblin for size comparisons with a normal Mythics and a smaller one. So let's get Vorgga all kitted out with all of her gear and accessories and different hands, get her into some lighting and into some backdrops, and see how she poses up. I got to tell you that Ziri, Oleg, and Vorgga here were the three that I was most excited about for the Cosmic Legions Wave 1 line. I do want to get Kragnar. He just looks incredible. I'll probably pick him up at Legions or maybe when I get back so I don't have to ship him back. He's a pretty big guy. But I love this figure. Like I said, I love this archetype of a big buff, like beefy machine gun wielding female soldier, and Vorgga just really checks all those boxes. This is a great, great character. I love her design, love her color palette, everything about her, everything she comes with to me is a home run from the Four Horsemen. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around for this longer review. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in and watching. I always really appreciate that. So please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.